Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sharon, and in today's tutorial we're going to learn how to crochet this baby hat. We consider the size 3 to 6 months. So for the materials we're going to need robin yarn. It is a fingering weight yarn. We use two colors, so we used this purple color and this white. All of them are fingering weight yarn. So what we're going to be holding two strands. We are going to need 4.0 millimeter hook. Then we are using a pair of scissors. Then another thing, we are going to need this tape measure for taking up our measurements. So the measurements we're following. Start, make a chain that measures 7 inches. Our chain measures 7 inches. So what we're going to do next, we're going to add on some 2 extra stitches, but these ones are not going to consider them in our measurements. So we add 2 stitches, 1, 2. So we're going to insert our hook in the third stitch. From the hook, we put 1 double crochet in that stitch. So keep putting 1 double crochet in each and every stitch until we reach at the end of our chain. We have reached at the end of our chain. So this is considered as our row 1. Start on the row 2. We're going to do chain 2, turn our work, insert 1 double crochet in that same stitch of our chain 2, because chain 2 is not considered as a stitch. So we put 1 double crochet in each and every stitch until we reach at the end of our row 1. So let's meet when we have reached at the end of our row 1. Keep inserting 1 double crochet in each and every stitch. So here we are with our 2 rows. So we're going to do the same for the row 3. For the row 3, we're going to do chain 2, turn our work, insert a hook in the first stitch of chain 2. So keep repeating 1 double crochet in each and every stitch until we reach at the end of our row 3. Here we are with our 3 rows. So what we're going to do next, we're going to keep repeating the process of when we reach at the end of the row, to do chain 2, turn the work, insert the hook in the first stitch of chain 2, because I've said chain 2 is not considered as a stitch. So we're going to keep repeating the way I've done row 3, row 2, row 1 until we obtain the length of 14 inches. So let's meet when we have 14 inches and we see what to do next. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel for more tutorial updates. So now let us see. Yeah, we have got 14 inches. So what we're going to do next, we're going to fold it together. We do it like this. So we're going to join this both sides together like this. So to join, we're going to be using a slip stitch. So we're going to be inserting a hook on one side and putting it in another side by joining with using a slip stitch. So we're going to keep repeating slip stitch until we reach here, when all of it has already joined. So let's meet when we have reached at the end of it. So this is how far we have reached. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut off the remaining yarn and we do another step. So to cut off the remaining yarn, we're going to be using our scissors. So we put up the hook like this. Now first tie to tighten it. So we're going to put this side where we have put our finishing inside. So we're going to turn our work like this so that this one stays inside. So next we have to cover this side, one side. We have to cover one side and we leave one side open for the head pass. So to cover this side, we are going to be getting our yarn and we pass it through like this. Then after, we're going to pull it so that it can close. So you keep putting the yarn like this. And the edges, that's why we're putting it like this until you finish it around. So here we are. So what we're going to do here, we're going to pull like this, pull until this hole closes. We tie we tie it together to close off the hole. Here we are so far. So here we're going to add some small pom-pom. So to do for the pom-pom, we're going to tie some amount of yarn on our hand, depending on the size of the pom-pom you want. So I put it down. We tie. Don't cut. This is a pom-pom. You attach it like this. Here we are with a hat. This is a pom-pom. So what we're going to do, we're going to add some ribbing. Here, a ribbing is going to be 1.5 inches. We're going to insert a hook like this with iron. We're going to make a chain of 3. Then we will put back 1 double crochet in the same stitch where we've put a chain 3. So we're going to put 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Keep putting 1 double crochet in each and every stitch until we reach here at the end of a round. So now we've reached at the end of our round. Then we join off with a slip stitch on top of the 3rd stitch from the chain 3. We're going to be using back post and front post stitch for the next round. To do a front post, we're going to first start, we put here in the 1st stitch, we're going to put a hook, put it inside, we pull, pass it behind, and where there is a double crochet. On top of the double crochet, that's where we're going to put a front post. Then for the back post, you pass the hook behind, pull through, and this is a back post. For another front post, put the hook in front of a double crochet. Then for the back post, put the hook behind the back of the double crochet like this. So we're going to keep repeating front post, back post until we reach at the end of our round. So far, our ribbing measures to 1 inch and we want it to be 1.5. So we're going to add on 1 more round for a front post and back post stitch until we achieve the desired length of our ribbing. So for the next round, where there is a front post, we're going to be putting a front post. Where there is a back post, we're going to insert another back post. So it is going to be like this until we reach at the end of our round. Like this. So now here we are with our hat. We have finished the brim. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut off the remaining yarn. Here is our hat. Tie off, tighten it so that it does not get off. We turn inside, we cut off all the remaining yarns. Here we are. We are only remaining with putting the straps for tying around the neck so that the hat does not fall. So to do the straps, you're going to hold some amount of yarn. Here we are holding 2 strands, but for this case now we're going to be holding 3 strands so that it does not become too small. So we're going to do a slip knot to attach the straps. You're going to go on one side of the hat. You do like this, bring your yarn, pass it through. You make a chain that measures to 13 inches. Our chain measures 13 inches. So we are done with one strap of the hat. We cut off the remaining yarn. You pull up the hook, you pull through and tighten it. So we'll go on another side for the hat and also attach our yarn, and we do the same as we have done for this side. So here we are with the hat almost done. We are remaining with cut off the remaining yarn that has remained behind when we were making straps. Here it is. Our hat is done. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, subscribe